everybody in this theater, myself included, I know that you know where this question is going to go, have been waiting and waiting and hoping that there would be more in the universe of Tron. So I guess my question is, and this is, I guess my serious thing is, I wonder if the Tomorrowland not doing awesome at the box office possibly impacted Tron 3 in terms of it moving forward, or is Tron 3 sort of in that, what can you tell people?
I guess I would say that Tron 3 is in cryogenic freeze. So it's there, and it's not dead, it's alive, but it's there kind of sitting, waiting for the right time to move forward with it. I mean, you have to remember, when we made Tron Legacy, Disney did not own Marvel. Disney did not own Lucasfilm. Those happened.
And Pixar.
And Pixar, they might have.
They own everything.
They own everything now, but this was before they owned everything. So, you know, you look at, you know, I imagine, you know, from the studio point of view, they got a certain number of slots and a certain amount of money to make movies, and if you can make a Star Wars spin-off or another Marvel movie, which are all doing, you know, incredibly well, a Tron movie, even though I think it would do very well, the question is, would it do as well as one of those? And so that, I think, is, you know, probably more the reason that we haven't seen another Tron is the fact that Disney's got, is flush with really successful properties right now. But that doesn't mean we won't see one at some point.
My question is it possible to transition Tron, because there's so many fans out there around the world, is it possible to transition it to like an 8-episode limited TV thing, because TV now is as good as it's ever been? Or do you think that the future of Tron always has to be in a movie screen?
Well, it certainly doesn't have to be on a movie screen. I mean, we saw, I don't know if you saw the Tron ride that opened in Shanghai, which is amazing.
Didn't you have some sort of special thing that you got, like a tracksuit you were telling us?
Oh yeah, Sean Bailey sent me this really amazing sweatshirt that looks like a Tron suit from Shanghai when the ride opened. I was shooting another movie, but it arrived when I was in the middle of New Mexico, which was surreal. But yeah, I mean, I think the Tron franchise is alive in rides, and you know, I think there's still interest in exploring other things like VR. But as far as a TV show, I don't know. I think that would be tough. You know, as you saw on screen, so much of the world has to be created digitally. I mean, you just can't go and film a Tron movie, or at least the Tron side of it anymore. So I don't know. I would never say never. Possibly is a version of that, but you know, that's up to Disney to decide.
My last thing on the future of Tron. How close or how far along, because I spoke to you a few times over the years about the script and where you wanted to take the story. So do you have a script right now, honestly, that you are really happy with in terms of what Tron 3 could be? And then is it just a question of the studio saying, well, we really want to make this?
Yeah, I think this movie was called Tron Ascension. I think that's out there. And I think we got the script to, I would say we got to about 80%. I mean, we were in good shape. We were probably 8 or 9 months out, which is still a long, you know, a good amount of distance from being ready to shoot it. But I think the script is in good shape, and you know, what I'm excited about is the concept, which is, you know, an invasion movie from inside the machine coming out, as opposed to, you know, one we've usually seen. So certainly we hint at it at the end of Legacy with Core coming out, but the idea for Ascension was a movie that was, the first act was in the real world, the second act was in the world of Tron, or in multiple worlds of Tron, and then the third act was totally in the real world. And I think that really blows open the concept of Tron in a way that would be thrilling to see on screen, but also there's a real interesting kind of character study in Korra, and you know, Stranger in a Strange Land, trying to figure out where she belongs, having lived in the real world for a few years, and you know, where does she fit in? So yeah, so you know the idea. I think the idea is strong. I think it's just a matter of the right time and the right place and the stars aligning, as they have to do for movies.